while the Ravens have soared high since that team could not have gotten off to a better start.
You'll be on this journey with me.
Hey guys, now joined inside Nats Park.
Well, the long-awaited, much-anticipated Orioles news that you've been holding on for has officially been finalized, so everything that comes along with that and more is what I have coming up in this episode, which is brought to you by my friends at Primary Residential Mortgage. And with that, welcome into the channel. I'm Bobby Trosset, and as always, this is where I bring you Baltimore sports and beyond. Let's dive right in. Let's not waste any time because David M. Rubenstein on Twitter, or X, just a short while ago, as I taped this on Wednesday, March 27th, tweeted out the following from his account: "Happy Next Chapter Day, Orioles. Visited Oriole Park at Camden Yards yesterday and met with Cal Ripken Jr., Gunnar Henderson, and Brandon Hyde. Yes, I'm holding my breath right now. Go O's." And there was a reason for that breath holding. But thankfully, David's now breathing again because Major League Baseball unanimously approved the sale of the Orioles. So the next chapter has begun. Go Orioles, and it is truly a new era of Orioles baseball. John Angelos is no longer the control person of the Baltimore Orioles. Major League Baseball officially approved the sale of the Orioles today, again, Wednesday, March 27th of 2024, to a new ownership group led by David Rubenstein, who will be the club's control person. Here he is.
Hello, I'm David Rubenstein, and I'm pleased to be the new owner of the Baltimore Orioles. I'm excited because I'm a native of Baltimore, have been a lifelong fan of the Orioles, and I'm really looking forward to doing what we can together with the community to make the Orioles the best team in baseball. I want to thank the Angelos family for what they've done over the last 30 years to provide stewardship of the Orioles. The owner of any baseball team can only do so much. Everything depends on the fans. So I hope you will come to games, support the team, and do everything we can to bring us to the next chapter of the Baltimore Orioles, and hopefully that will lead us to another World Series championship in the very near future.
And that's courtesy of Orioles Productions. Look at the new ownership group and some of the names that make up this list. David Rubenstein, of course, at the top. You've got names like Cal Ripken Jr., Grant Hill, Mike Bloomberg. I mean, you can go on and on. This list has a major presence both in and outside of Baltimore when it comes to big business, when it comes to sports figures, when it comes to icons, you name it. And I just, man, that's quite a list that I just think it leads to the rejuvenation of what I think we all feel right now, right? Like, all David really has to do, spend some money on the young talent, right? Be visible. And if he does those two things, and when I say visible, when I talk about visibility, just be present, be in and around Baltimore, be engaged, right? That hasn't happened over the last 30 years. And you want to know what's happened because of that, in essence? This. Not a lot of success over the last 30 seasons. Jacob Calvin-Meyer tallied it up. The Angelos family owned the Orioles for 30 years. Over that time, 0 World Series appearances. Just 3 ALCS appearances, 3 AL East titles, 6 playoff appearances, 20 losing seasons over 30 years, which was a winning percentage of .467, over 2,100 wins, and over 2,400, just below 2,500 losses. All we want, all Baltimore wants, at least what I'm seeing from the online Orioles community, is for you to be visible, for you to be engaged, for you to spend some money, take some chances due to, well, honestly, chances that are honestly worth taking. Investments that are worth making because of the type of talent that you have, not just at the big league level right now, but in the farm system as well. This team is set up for the future. This team is set up for right now, and they're ready to win right now. That's what makes this new era of baseball so incredibly exciting. And the fact that now there's a new ownership group that's headlining this new period just makes it that much more sweeter. More to discuss on this pivotal, monumental day in Baltimore. But before we do, this episode is brought to you by my friends at Primary Residential Mortgage. And I know they kill it in the photoshopping world, don't they? But they want to know, are you looking for ways to make your home buying process even more affordable and convenient? If that's the case, look no further, because PRMI has got you covered, and they are excited to share an exclusive offer that can help you achieve your dream of owning a home. Right now, up until July 1st of 2024, Primary Residential Mortgage is covering the cost of your appraisal or closing costs up to $550 for qualified applicants. This means you can save on one of the essential steps in the home buying process, which of course makes it easier to achieve your home ownership goals. In order to redeem this offer, you can apply through the PRMI Mid-Atlantic website. I have the link that's included in the show notes below. Just mention my name throughout that process. Don't miss out on this opportunity and take advantage of this limited time offer to save on your home buying journey. Contact PRMI today to learn more and get started on the path to owning your own dream home. PRMI is an equal housing lender, NMLS ID 3094. Again, PRMI, proud sponsor of the channel. A huge thank you to them for believing in what I'm building, not just in season, but now in the off season as well. And of course, we're getting ready for the draft. And free agency is now behind us, even though the Ravens are still making moves. They just lost Jadeveon Clowney to the Carolina Panthers. Go check out that most recent video if you haven't already done so. But more from David, the new controlling owner of the Baltimore Orioles, who released a statement via the social media accounts of the O's and said, "To own the Orioles is a great civic duty. On behalf of my fellow owners, I want the Baltimore community and Orioles fans everywhere to know that we will work our hardest to deliver for you with professionalism, integrity, excellence, and a fierce desire to win games. I thank I thank John Angelos and his family for all they have done to bring us to this point. John led a dramatic overhaul of the team's management, roster, recruitment strategy, and farm system in recent years. Our job is to build on these accomplishments to advance a world-class professional sports agenda with eyes on returning a World Series trophy to Baltimore." That's the one. Our eyes are on returning a World Series trophy to Baltimore. If that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what does, O's fans. It is a new era, and this guy is leading the way. Now, this, again, just marks the first of many things to get fired up about this week, right? Tomorrow, at least weather permitting, opening day, as I look out my window, and there's been dreary skies, rainy skies all day long, but opening day is going to be a special one this year for a number of reasons. Of course, the Key Bridge tragedy will be on all of our minds and in our hearts and in our thoughts and prayers, not just during opening day, but for the foreseeable future as we all mourn, due to the lives lost, not just the construction workers, but those who found themselves, unfortunately, on the bridge at the time of the collapse and plunged into the water and were trapped in their vehicles. It's no one should have to go that way. No one. Here's what they have lined up as the ceremonial first pitch. Let's just make sure you can read all of this. As an ode to David Rubenstein, whose father was a postal worker, the Orioles are going to welcome Aubrey Singletary, the child of a Baltimore City postal worker, to throw out the ceremonial first pitch prior to the game. Hall of Famer, all-time O's member, and of course, a member of the new ownership group, Cal Ripken Jr., will catch the first pitch. Singletary is a fourth grade student at Harlem Park Elementary Middle School, where the Orioles will provide community support all year long. It's absolutely fantastic. Well played by the team. And that is just so incredibly refreshing from David. I just think he has such a pulse for this community. And I love that. Nice touch. The Orioles will also hold a moment of silence before opening day to honor the victims of the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse. A 30 by 42 flag, a replica of the one that flew over Fort McHenry when Key penned the Star-Spangled Banner, will be on display. And that will be incredibly powerful and profound and moving and emotional. Highly, highly emotional. I don't think there's going to be a dry eye. And so, over the next 24 hours, the Orioles are going to introduce David Rubenstein as their new controlling owner. The great Cal Ripken Jr. will catch the ceremonial first pitch. They're going to host their first opening day, their legitimate first opening day, along with the rest of Major League Baseball since 2018. Of course, Corbin Burnes will be on the bump, their Cy Young Award winner, well, with Milwaukee. But Corbin joins the O's, a true ace and somebody who they feel like was the missing piece a season ago. And of course, this begins their defense of last year's AL East title that they got to protect. So all that and much more is one of the many reasons why you should find your way out to the ballpark opening weekend, opening day, opening week, whatever that might look like, because it's an exciting time to be in on the 2024 Baltimore Orioles. I will be out there. Hope to see you guys there. A special thanks to Primary Residential Mortgage for sponsoring this episode. Can't wait to get another Orioles opening day under my belt. It's a special, special day, and can't wait to run into some of you out at the ballpark. So with that, I'm Bobby Trosset signing off from this one. Sarah is on vacation the rest of the week, but of course, we'll continue to have coverage and content on the Vault daily in noon live stream, lunch hour format, and of course, right here on the Bobby Baltimore YouTube channel, daily content that will be available to you as well.